My name is Vincent Keymer. I'm from Germany, chess grandmaster, and yeah, I've been chess professional since I finished school about 4 years ago.
You came back here again, back to Prague. So how do you like the tournament in general?
I'm coming back for a 5th time in a row, so obviously I like it quite a lot. Actually, the first event I bet here was Challengers. Back then, we were still all a bit lower rated. Also, Abdusatorov and Niemann, they played here in that same year, same tournament. So it's always nice to see, everyone getting stronger and being back. And I'm sure it will be a big fight again this year.
What makes playing here in Prague special compared to other elite events?
I just know the tournament very well. Also, I've been playing Club Cup for a few years now for Novibor, and that has always been great and also quite successful. So I guess it's, it has grown kind of close to my heart.
Can you maybe evaluate your performances on a Prague Chess Festival so far a little bit more?
It was up and down. The very first year I was very happy. I won the Challengers. That was very good. And then in Masters, I had some very bad years and some normal years. I didn't really have a great run yet. So, that's still something I'm waiting for. Especially last 2 years, I believe I also had some issues with being sick during the tournament, which of course doesn't really help the performance. So I'm hoping that this time, I'll be ready to fight. And then hopefully also I will finally play a good tournament here in the Masters.
Did you do any special preparations for for this year's tournament?
Actually, not really. We're all training a lot generally, and I more or less just came back from the tournament in Weissenhaus, the Freestyle World Championship, which was only 3 days, but very tiring with a very tough schedule there. So I was trying to relax a bit before the tournament. Also here we're playing 9 rounds, so that's quite tough. And I generally believe that if you did your work at home, the most important thing is to be ready for the tournament in the sense that you're fresh and have enough energy.
Mm-hmm. And how would you describe your actual current form?
I'm happy with that. In last year, I went from number 20 to number 4 in the world, so that was of course great. And now Vike Anze, also it was a crazy tournament for me. I lost 4 games, which is insane amount, but I also won 6, which was great. So in the end, I finished exactly on my rating performance. So it was a new experience, because I was kind of used to playing very strong events, but I wasn't used to being the top seed in those events. So that's kind of a change now, but it's a nice change. It's something you like getting used to. So
yeah, does that mean you are maybe tired of draws?
No, I was never the player to play for draw specifically, but it just happened that way. I wasn't really planning on doing that too.
Okay, thank you. So basically you've been considered one of the biggest talents of your generation for many years now. So do you personally feel that your game improved during past few years rapidly?
I don't know about rapidly, but I feel like I have improved. I've worked a lot during those years, and improvement is never like linear. So the work was put in quite consistently, but still sometimes there's a year where you see no progress in rating, but you still learn so much, and at some moment it shows.
Mm-hmm. I imagine it must be bigger pressure now because you are always everywhere a favorite to win. So how do you fight with this pressure?
I don't know. To me, it doesn't really feel like more pressure, because in a way, before it was more pressure because I actually had to get to the top, and not getting there, then you don't get the invitation to the big tournaments, etc. I already have a great schedule for this year, so many strong events ahead, and there's no need to rush for me. Of course, I want to keep my rating or even improve further, and I want to show that that is justified. But last year generally gave me a lot of good feeling and confidence in the sense that I'm just enjoying the tournaments, and it will be a fantastic year.
Mm-hmm. And regarding the Prague Chess Festival, what is your main ambition, other obviously than winning the master section?
Playing a good event here. Last year I could have played very well, but I got sick like at the start and at the end of the tournament, which was really unfortunate. So I really hope that this time, I will play well and then also hopefully win the tournament.
You played in Vike Anze Tata Steel Chess Championship, who was won by Nodirbek Abdusatorov, who is also playing here in Prague Masters. Are you looking forward to meet him again over the board?
Oh yeah, I've played against him a lot. it's nice playing against him, but it's not something I specifically look forward to. It's just normal, I would say. But of course, it's been very interesting. Like, he was at the very top, and then he had some very bad patch where he lost a lot of rating and had a bad tournament, and then, winning London with such a great score, and now also playing very well in Wijk. So he certainly is in great form.
And maybe what is your ambition, not only in this tournament, but in the whole year? Where do you see yourself at the end of 2026?
I get to play some of those elite events this year, namely like Grand Chess Tour and Norway Chess. And it will be very important for me to play well there and also get the feeling that, I hope I will be playing those events for quite many years, and I don't just want to participate, but also have a shot at winning those. So that's important. And also, I feel like this year I should try to play a little less, because last year I really played so many tournaments and it was really tiring. And yeah, I don't believe I can keep up playing that much for very, very long. So I'm trying to enjoy the tournaments that I'm playing, focus on the main events, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
And maybe a last question for me. What aspects of your game are you currently most drilling, most improving, or you think they need most to improve?
That's a good question. It's never so clear. Generally, I would say at our level, we mostly work on openings, simply because that's the part where there's most to discover. And also, it really plays a huge role. Like, if you get your preparation, you just, you're basically playing on 3,800 level for maybe a few more moves than your opponent does. And since engines are still so much stronger than us, it really makes a difference. So doing good work in that area really can change a lot. And, we at least pretend that we are good chess players already.
Okay. Now, the last question, I'm sorry, but is there any particular player you are looking forward to play against here in Prague?
Not really. I mean, I believe I've played against all of them already. So most of them also very recently. And yeah, it's, at some point you play against them a lot. And of course, I would like to take my revenge against them back, because I played a very bad game in Wijk, but that's...
Okay, you're from Germany. And we're here in Prague. That's not so far away. So will your family be here to cheer you up?
Not family, but I guess I'll have a friend coming at some point. And yeah, no, Prague is always very nice. I like being here, and also it's kind of important to have some sort of company during such a long event, because otherwise it can be pretty tough. At least if you have a bad time. I mean, sometimes, tournaments are going great anyway. Life is great, but if you start to play badly, then, things can be a bit tough if you have no one to talk to.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, and good luck in the tournament.